Auction season is upon us and will kick off in fine style at the Room Sotheby's Arizona 2018 sale on 18 to 19 January. Some absolutely spectacular vehicles will cross the auction block in Phoenix, and while would suggest heading to the full auction preview page to view the full list, we've selected a few from the lot list that we found particularly interesting, from one of the auction's stars, a Shelby GT350 R, to some of the 80s and 90s tastiest supercars and a boat. It is a pretty nice boat, to be fair. 1965 Shelby GT350 R Image 2 of 10 Image 2 of 10. If all goes as expected, this genuine Shelby GT350 R race car will cross the $1 million barrier in Arizona, and could hit as much as $1.2 million. Eligible for various historic racing events, chassis 5R213 is said to produce up to 350 bhp yet weighs less than a production model at a scant 1,157 kilograms, good for 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.5 sec. Originally toured through 12 U.S. cities as part of a promotional Cobra Caravan, 5R213 then went to Peru, and was later re-imported to the U.S. via a pair of Arkansas collectors. 1992 Ferrari 512TR Image 3 of 10 Image 3 of 10. The 512TR's lines are just getting better with age, but have they ever looked sharper than they do with this black over maroon example, expected to fetch $220,000 to $250,000. It's covered 10,000 miles from new and apparently features a range of small tweaks to make it easier to live with in the modern day, from an alarm system that'll let you roll up the windows remotely to a 2,000-watt sound system. All changes the seller suggests can be reversed, if necessary. 1990 Riva Ferrari 32 Image 4 of 10 Image 4 of 10. Not so much Evo as Evo. Riva's high-profile tie-up with Ferrari turned out this spectacular Testarossa-inspired speedboat, powered by a pair of 390 horsepower, 8-liter fifth-8 marine engines, good for 54 knots, or 62 miles per hour. Offered without reserve, it's expected to make $125,000 to $175,000 at the auction, which doesn't actually seem that bad. 1974 BMW 2002 Turbo Image 5 of 10 Image 5 of 10. 2002 turbos are rapidly increasing in both appeal and value, with the Arizona example expected to make $110,000 to $140,000 when it crosses the block with no reserve. The reverse text graphics and boxy profile have already seared themselves into your mind's eye, and with a recent full restoration the 170-horse engine should be feeling as strong as ever. 1993 Bugatti EB110 GT Image 6 of 10 Image 6 of 10. Both the Veyron and Chiron are deeply impressive cars, but the rose tint of nostalgia makes the EB110 cooler, and with an estimate of $750,000 to $950,000, it's currently more affordable, though such matters are of course relative. Likewise, a 213 miles per hour top speed might lag behind the later hypercars, but could still be considered fairly brisk by anyone else's standards. Condition-wise, this EB110 benefits from a full service in October 2017 and has covered fewer than 3,000 miles from new. 2017 Ferrari F12 TDF Image 7 of 10 Image 7 of 10. Our newest pick. This F12 TDF gets a pass partly because it's a remarkable car and among the most exciting vehicles on the road, and partly because of its stunning Azzurro La Plata livery, the work of Ferrari's own atelier and tailor-made programs at the factory in Maranello. The first buyer apparently spent $39,000 on carbon fiber options alone and a further $46,673 on other options, though if it sells for the $1.2 million, $1.4 million expected, they've undoubtedly done fairly well from their original purchase. 1967 Toyota 2000 GT Image 8 of 10 Image 8 of 10. One of the most beautiful cars ever to come out of Japan, and among the most beautiful cars full stop. 2000 GTs are quickly becoming accepted as top-tier classics, and pricing is quickly rising to match. This one, presented in an unusual shade called Bellatrix Yellow, one of only 6 painted that color, is expected to make $600,000 to $700,000 and is offered with no reserve. Improvements over standard include a custom cooling system and upgraded electric brake booster. 2001 Lamborghini Diablo VT 6.0 Image 9 of 10 Image 9 of 10. By the time this Diablo was hitting the streets, the original Murcielago was just around the corner, but time has been kind to the Diablo's shape, and painted in Arancha Atlas is every bit as dramatic as the Lamborghinis that followed. Being a late car, it also benefits from detail changes. The fed-in headlights are one, and this one has also enjoyed some actual use by its previous keepers, with 12,000 miles showing on the clock. It could make $275,000 to $325,000. 1987 Porsche 959 Comfort Image 10 of 10 Image 10 of 10 959s have become a common appearance at auctions in recent years, pulled along on the general upswing in classic car prices but appreciated for their usable nature. With 8,900 miles, the Comfort spec car being sold in Arizona hasn't been enjoyed as much as some, but the $1 million, $1.25 million estimate certainly puts it in the ballpark pricing-wise. The silver over grey color scheme suits it down to the ground, and the last keeper has owned it for the past 16 years.